Hey, so remember yesterday in the end of the video when I said that I was going to be talking about Logan today and why that death scene was so perfect? Well, I'm actually going to be talking about Logan and why that death scene was so perfect. So let's just get right into the video, yeah? So the first thing I'm going to be talking about why that scene was so perfect is how well it was foreshadowed.
Sleep and I know just how you should fight, 'cause we've done this all before and I'll be brewing it.
And if you don't know exactly what I mean, then I'd like to refer you to a scene in 2013's The Wolverine, where Yukio predicts exactly how Wolverine is going to die. Let's show that clip real quick.
What did you see?
I see you on your back. There's blood everywhere. You're holding your own heart in your hand. It's not beating.
You see that? That was some scary stuff, right? Well, let's take a look at what actually happened.
Oh, so this is what it feels like.
Need I say more? I don't really think so, so I'm going to be moving on now to how symbolic his death was. Now, what makes it symbolic? X-24 makes it symbolic. I usually talk about how much I hate it when a movie uses basically a carbon copy of the hero as the villain, like in Ant-Man, Iron Man, things like that. But this time it works, not because he's a villain with that same set of powers for the sake of being a villain with that same set of powers, but because he's a clone. He's a legitimate clone of Wolverine, and he represents what Wolverine used to be and is trying to escape from, the monster. He wants to just be the man. So what you have here is man versus monster, and monster's gonna win, like he does in the movie. Like, out of both of their physical confrontations, X-24 just edges out Wolverine in every possible category. He's faster, stronger, more brutal, more animalistic. He doesn't have a moral code, so there's no reasoning with him. He's just a monster on a mission to kill Wolverine, and that's all he cares about doing. So now that we've gotten that part out of the way, what we're going to be moving on to next is the fact that it was just a perfect way to say goodbye to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Now, as you know, Hugh Jackman had been playing Wolverine since 2000. He'd been doing it for 17 years. The man has really cemented himself as Wolverine to the point where if anybody else was ever to play him, we'd hate it. We would not buy it. We would not go for that. We're not having it. And that's good. That's great. That's awesome. Nobody else should ever play Wolverine. But he didn't want to do it anymore, as he made clear several times. And so the perfect way to say goodbye to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine was to kill Wolverine off. But killing Wolverine isn't exactly easy. So they had to do it in a very specific way.
Guns in my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry him.
Now, the entire time that we've known Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, he's been an animal, he's been set on vengeance, he's been selfish, he's been angry, he's been all these things that don't make him a hero. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine was never a hero. But here he is at the end of his rope, he's dying, he's old, he's hurting. The entire movie is built around his death, right up to the adamantium bullet that Laura finds, and you find out that he's been wanting to kill himself with it. But he doesn't. For some reason, he just hasn't done it yet, because he knows he still has to take care of Xavier, and he loses Xavier, so he loses one reason to live. Caliban gets killed, he loses another reason to live. He has nothing left. Wolverine does not want to go on, but he's on this mission. He has to get Laura across the border into Canada, where she'll be safe, and the Marauders, I think they were called, can't get to her anymore. That's the whole plot of the film, really. Get Laura to safety. That's all he has to do. That's all he needs to do. And his death accomplished just that. So, in short, to close out here, I don't want to make this video too long by bogging it down with too many segues. You have a character that was thought to be immortal and void of emotion, giving you the most emotional death in the history of cinema. Maybe not the most emotional, but the most emotional out of any superhero movie, that's for sure. Not even Spider-Man's death in Infinity War was more emotional than Wolverine's death in Logan. Alright, mainly because Logan's not coming back. Wolverine is gone. And what a way to end the Wolverine story. I mean, that's just phenomenal. But that's about it. I'd like to thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you want to see me talk about in the future. Share this video around with your friends. Like it. Subscribe here if you're new. and eat Prilosec.